everyone, I hope that you're doing alright. Today is week 3, day 6 of the 6-week meal plan. If you're not sure what I'm going on about, then I'll leave a link in the description below. Basically, I am following a slim and world friendly meal plan, which comes with your full 6 weeks of meal plan, and a shopping list tailored to where you shop, along with 2 trackers. There's a weekly one and a monthly one. So like I say, there's a link for that in the description below. If you are interested in seeing what I eat on like a day-to-day basis, I do also post my meals on Instagram, so I'll leave a screenshot here and also the link in the description bar below if you want to go and check that out. If you do enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. If you do want to be notified for when I upload next, then you can also hit the bell as well. At the moment, I am uploading every single day for 6 weeks. Obviously, I'm now on week 3, but you can also go back and check out the first video and leading up to today. Without further ado, I shall show you breakfast, what I am using for my fry-up, which I'm really excited for, and how I make it. Right, so for my breakfast, I'm going to be using, I'll start with these. These are the Champion hash browns. These are the ones from Aldi frozen section. They're half a tin each. I've got half a tin of baked beans, which I used the other half the other day, so I've just been saving that for today. I've got some of the skinny pork sausages from Aldi. These are half a tin per sausage. Now, I spent the entire day yesterday going, Jess, you need to get the sausages out of the freezer. Jess, you need to get the sausages out of the freezer, because otherwise they'll be frozen and it'll be really annoying to cook. Well, did I get them out of the freezer? No, I didn't. Anyway, I'll be using 2 slices of the wholemeal bread from Aldi. This is the everyday essential stuff. You can have 2 slices of this for your healthy bee. I'm going to be using some spinach. I've got some cherry tomatoes, and I've also got some of the lean bacon medallions. These are the unsmoked ones from Aldi. I'll be using 2 rashers of them. When I've previously used this bacon on previous videos, so I was unaware when I started filming this kind of like series that these were half a tin per slice, because I just assumed that any unsmoked bacon which didn't have any fat on was sin free, but I was made aware that these are actually synned. So I had checked them and had started half sinning them, and then I've got a lot of comments saying that it's not, that it is, that it's not, blah blah blah, you only sin smoked and things. So I thought that just to clear things up, I would scan them just to sort of clear up that these ones are in fact half a tin per slice. However, apparently the ones which are only 50% fat, 50% less fat, apparently are sin free. So I'll have to go and check that out, but it makes absolutely zero sense to me why you would have 75% less fat ones as half a tin and then 50% less fat ones as like sin free. But never mind, it's been a confusing time in regards to bacon, but we've sorted it. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be using. I'm just kind of heating up my air fryer. I'm going to be popping my sausages in first. I'm going to leave them in for an extra 10 minutes because obviously they are frozen. I'm going to be putting them in for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be putting the hash browns and the cherry tomatoes in with it, and they'll be going in for an extra half hour. Also just made myself a lovely frothy coffee for the morning. I like to have these pretty much every morning just as a little morning treat, I guess. And I'm using this one, which is the Cafe au lait by Dolce Gusto. It just goes in my little machine, obviously. And these are 2 syns per pod. So I've just checked in on these and they look nearly done, so I'm just going to be doing my bacon now and frying my egg. So all I'm going to do is I'll be using some spray light, and then I am going to be popping these in the microwave for maybe about a minute and a half, just until they've heated through, and obviously I'll be cooking my spinach. And there is breakfast. So I'll just quickly go through everything. So the fried egg is sin-free. I don't know if you saw, but I used a pan lid and just pop it over. This kind of like steams the top to make the top cook. That's how I get my fried egg anyway. The bacon medallions, which are half a sin per rasher. The hash brown, which is 2 syns. I've got my healthy bee there and the 2 slices of toast. My sausages, now they have been in the air fryer for a long time and they don't look cooked, but I think they are cooked inside, thank God. I'm still trying to work out my air fryer. It just seems to take longer than an oven, which I don't think is what it's supposed to do, but we'll get there, we'll get there. I've got my baked beans, which are free, and then I've got my tomatoes and spinach, which are speed food. I don't know if you saw, but when I added the spinach, I actually put that on top of where the bacon was. This just gives it a little bit of flavour, I think, and just kind of like gives it less of that sort of earthy spinach flavour. So yeah, but this is my breakfast. So the food is 4 syns, and then obviously I had my coffee, which was 2 syns, so a total of 6 syns for this morning. Good afternoon, it is now lunchtime. I am going to be making a sausage and halloumi brunch. I'll quickly show you the ingredients that I use for that and how I make it. Whilst I tell you that, I do have the air fryer there preheating, because I've learnt that that is apparently what you need to do. So yeah, I'll just quickly show you what I'll be using. So first of all, we've got our skinny pork sausages. These are the ones from Aldi. They are half a syn each. I'll just be using one of those. I then also have some asparagus spears. I'll just be using probably about half the pack of this for that. And then I've got a 1 egg, which I'll be frying. I've got some cherry tomatoes, which I will be sticking in the air fryer along with the sausages. I also have some halloumi, which I'll be using 40 grams of as my healthy A. And I've got some salad leaves as well to go on the side. So first thing I'm going to be doing is just popping the sausages and the tomatoes in the air fryer for about half an hour, and then we'll see how well they're doing from there. So our sausages and tomatoes have got about 10 minutes left. I've just got the asparagus on boil there, and now I'm just going to be taking my halloumi, which that is 40 grams, it's just gone off. And I'm going to be frying my egg and then popping the halloumi in the pan as well, just to kind of get it a bit melted, and I'm going to be using my spray light. And there is our lunch. So the sausage is half a syn. We've got our healthy A there for the halloumi cheese. We've got a nice speedy salad there. And our egg in the middle, which is syn free, and the asparagus, which is also speed food. So that meal in total comes to half a syn. Just to check in, I am now having a snack, which is going to be a Jaffa benefit bar. This is 3 syns, and I'm just having this whilst watching The Circle USA on Netflix. I am absolutely obsessed with this. So if you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend. Good evening, it is now tea time. I'm going to be making a bolognese with cauliflower rice, so I'll just quickly show the ingredients that I use for that and how I make it. So I'm going to be using 250 grams of lean beef mince. This is just a 5% fat one from Aldi, which is syn free. I've got some bolognese seasoning from JD Seasonings. These honestly just absolutely make your meal. I'll leave a link for them in the description below for where you can get yours, but you can also use the code JessGets20 to get 20% off your entire order. I've got some of the quick so vegetable stock cubes. I'll just be using 250 ml of that. I've got some red kidney beans. The recipe I usually follow says for black beans, but they didn't have any black beans, so I'll be using kidney beans instead. And then I've got some chopped tomatoes, and I'm going to be using a teaspoon of Worcester sauce as well, and some spray light. I also have these steam bags of cauliflower rice. These are just like individual bags which you just stick in the microwave, which are really handy, but if you wanted to blend up a cauliflower and cook it, then that is totally up to you. So first thing I'm going to be doing is just browning off the mince, and then I'll be adding all of the rest of the ingredients into the pan, but obviously the cauliflower rice, which goes in the microwave. But yeah, it is literally pretty much just one pot. So as you can see, I've just popped the lid on there, but I've just added all of the ingredients into the pan and I've just turned it down a little bit, and I'm going to leave it on there to simmer until it is basically just reduced down and thickened up a little bit. I'm probably going to check it maybe every like 10 to 15 minutes just to see how it's doing. But it usually takes about 20 minutes to half an hour. So this is now done. I think I might have actually left it on for a little bit too long, but never mind, it is still got a little bit of sauce left. Yeah, so this is pretty much ready to serve up. I'm just going to pop my cauliflower rice in the microwave. So it's just literally like that, a little packet of cauliflower rice, and it just goes in the microwave in for 2 minutes. So I've got my bolognese there, which is sin-free, and obviously you've got your cauliflower rice, which is speed food. I've also got like all this left over, so I'm just going to pop this into Tupperware and stick it in the freezer for next time. So this has just come clattering through my letterbox, and I'm not complaining in the slightest. So there's a company called Sweetie Towers there who've very kindly sent me a little package full of sweet. Now, I'm sorry, but who in their right mind is going to be able to resist eating all of these in one go? I think it's so cool though, because they put like how many syns things are on the packets as well. I'll link their Instagram as well in the description if you want to check them out. But like, oh, so including my coffee this morning, that was 6 syns. My lunch was half a syn, so I've had 9.5 syns. That means I can't actually have one of these. So what do I fancy? Oh, comment below which of these you would eat out of this, because it is just so hard to decide. I think I'm gonna have some squashies because it has been ages since I've had these. So yeah, so 2.5 syns for them. So I'm just gonna end the video here just to summarise the day. So for breakfast, my actual meal was 6 syns, but then I had a coffee which was 2 syns, making my morning kind of 8 syns. My lunch was half a syn and my dinner was sin-free. So that brings my total to 14 syns, which is... Right, I have to intervene here. I am sat editing this video and what is going on with my maths? I don't know what is going on with my brain when I'm trying to calculate what food I've eaten, etc. But to do that part again, we've got 4 syns for breakfast plus a 2 syn coffee, which makes 6 syns. We have half a syn for lunch, which totals to 6.5 syns. We then have a sin-free dinner, but we then also have 2.5 syns worth of sweets, which brings a total of 9 syns for the day. Honestly, when it comes to my maths and my calculations, just please take it with a pinch of salt, because clearly I don't know what's going on. So yeah, back to the video. I hope that you're having a lovely day whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.